actually not that bad. I'm just kind of confused on what the prompt is even trying to say.
Well, let me pull it up real quick. Okay, so it says, how are different literary techniques used throughout the end of the Thunder on Sycamore Street?
Well, that prompt is quite perplexing, but I think we should have a more in-depth read because the first read wasn't comprehensive enough, I feel like.
What do you think about that, Alex?
Perhaps we should just visualize the play.
That's a great idea, Alex. I think I concur with that. Do we have an agreement?
Won't you, Joseph Blake?
Come out, or we'll drag you out.
Look at him, standing there like he owns the block. Who do you think you are, busting in where decent people live? Why don't you go with the old guy?
Your limousine is waiting, Mr. Blake. You're taking a one-way trip.
Well, what are you waiting for? Let's get him.
Get out of here,
Just
stupid
leave,
girl.
nobody
We're
wants
not
you
even
here.
Everybody shut up! Now listen to me. This thing is going to be handled like we planned it at the meeting.
Right, it's what we agreed on.
This man here is going to be asked politely and quietly to pack up his things and get his family out of here. We don't have to tell him why. He knows that. He's going to be given a chance to leave right now, and if he's got any brains in his head, he'll be out in an hour, and nobody will touch him or his home. If he hasn't... Right. This thing is going to be done fair and square. What do you say, Mr. Blake?
I spit on your fairness. I own this house, and God gave me the right to live in it. The man who tries to take it away from me is going to have to climb over a pile of bones to do it. You good people of Sycamore, you're going to have to kill me tonight. Are you ready, Mr. Morrison? Don't bother to be fair. You're the head man here. Be first.
You heard him, everybody! Let's get him!
Hey! I want you first, Mr. Morrison.
Listen to me. Let's go, men!
Don't let him throw you, Frank. He asked for it. Let's get him.
Come on! What's the matter with you people?
I'm waiting, Mr. Morrison.
Let's start it off, Frankie boy.
Throw the next stone at me, neighbors! I live here too!
Listen to me. Pay attention, you people. Let's remember what we came here to do and why. This man is garbage. He's cluttering up our streets. He's wrecking our neighborhood. We don't want him here. We agreed. Every last man and woman of us. We agreed to throw him out. Are we gonna let him stop us? If we do, you know what'll happen. I don't have to tell you. How do we know who we'll be rubbing elbows with next? Listen, where are you going? We're all together in this. What about our kids? Listen to me, people. Our kids will be playing and going to school with his. How do you like that, neighbors? Makes you a little sick, doesn't it? Come back here. I'm telling you we have to do this. Come back here!
Well, what are you waiting there for? My neighbor's head is bleeding.
Okay, so in the scene, we can see pathos being used through Arthur.
Well, what is pathos?
I have it pulled up right here. It's an element in experience or an artistic representation evoking pity or compassion.
Right, like at the end of the play where Arthur, he's originally with the mob, but then feels pity and compassion for Joe and his family, so he goes up, stands with them by himself, and defends them.
Guys, I also found an example of foreshadowing on page 182. He said, Arthur says, well, I think we all ought to talk it over maybe. Let it wait a few days. This foreshadows Arthur's hesitancy and his eventual switching over to go protect Joe and his family. So we have pathos, but do we have ethos? I'm kind of confused on what it is. Can you help me out?
Yeah, well, ethos is the characteristic spirit of a culture, era, or community as manifested in its beliefs and aspirations.
Well, when the mob or the community went up to Joe's house, wasn't that basically what this is representing? I mean, if you look at it, the whole community believed that they could just kick Joe out of his house because they thought it was culturally correct to them.
It really shows their ethics. So I think that wraps up all the literary devices we have to understand to be able to answer the prompt properly. I think we really just aced this final, guys.
I agree.
Team.